Hello, this is Stephen Mandell, one of the co-founders of OJM Group, and let me spend a couple of minutes telling you how we work with doctors and medical practices all across the country. Since 2007, and we formed this firm, we've been working with both individual docs and their families and practices, literally in nearly all 50 states. And many physicians, either they've seen us speak at a medical conference, or they read one of our articles, or read one of our books, or they ended up here on our website. They say, "How do you work with us? How can you help me?" So I'm going to spend a couple of minutes on that right now. Hopefully, that'll spur you to contact us because we never charge for initial consult, which we'll do on Zoom. And if we need to do that after patient hours, that's what we'll do. We certainly have plenty of docs who can't speak during the day because they're in the OR or what have you. So we're kind of accustomed to that. Now, OJM Group, we have three divisions. Our first is our investment division. We're a registered investment advisory firm. As of February 2025, when I'm recording this, we manage about $850 million for our clients all across the country. And because we're a registered investment advisor, we have a fiduciary duty to our clients. And we've written a lot about what that means, but essentially it means we have to do what's in our client's best interest. Now, we use independent custodians. We don't hold the assets ourselves. Our typical custodian, where we have most of our clients' assets, are Charles Schwab, which is the largest custodian in the world. Our clients can go on schwab.com and check their balances. They can pull out their phone and use the OJM app and do it, but we're not holding those assets. And when we do manage clients' portfolios, we use a combination of public securities, private investments, alternatives, and we're very tax focused because our clients want to build wealth and protect it. We'll talk about it in a second, but they also want to reduce taxes. So that's our investment division. Then we have our insurance and benefits division. We have real expertise in life insurance, long-term care insurance, disability insurance. And one of the key things is we're not tied to any one company or a product. So even for my own insurance, my partners who are expert in this help me navigate my own disability and life insurance. They chose the right company, the right policy. And that's not true in a lot of the marketplace. A lot of insurance agents have real incentives to push you to one insurance company or another. We don't have that. We're independent. So through a outside firm that we partnered with, and again, I've used them myself, we can also help clients with homeowners, auto insurance, and umbrella, which as an attorney, that's my background. I see that as kind of asset protection insurance is really important as well. In this division, we also can help practices, or even if you're doing some independent locums work on your own, have your own entity, or we help you create a new entity for that. We help practices with 401ks and profit sharing plans and defined benefit plans, cash balance plans, which are terrific for tax savings, and even non-qualified plans, which I've written a lot about and spoken a lot about, where doctors can do this without having to offer to any of their employees and even just a small subset of partners. So non-qualified plans are really valuable, and we do that. So that's a little bit, just the tip of the iceberg of our insurance and benefits division. Most clients, those start with what I'm going to talk about now, which is our consulting or planning division. And when I formed this firm in 2007, I wanted people to be able to work with us like I did when I was an attorney, where people would say, "Hey, I need help." And I would lay out a plan and we would create a flat fee engagement. And that's what our planning process is, that we've now take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of docs and practices through over these now 18 years and counting. And I'll use the terms that you'll understand: diagnostic versus treatment. Okay, the planning process, whether you do all the disciplines or one discipline or something in between, you're paying for our expertise, our time, and our experience to educate you on your options, analyze where you are, diagnose your financial situation, either all of it or certain areas. Now, maybe you'll become a long-term client and you want us to treat you. And many of our clients who are long-term clients went through our diagnostic process years ago, even decades ago now, but decided that they trusted us and we had the expertise they were looking for, and they became long-term treatment clients. But they started with the diagnostic process, which is where many of you may start. Let me just take a minute and talk about this slide that you can see the disciplines of our diagnostic process. You can see that there's 5 of them. And again, we have the same thing for practices. So here we've got asset protection, which is actually my area of expertise, being an attorney and member of the bar for over 30 years, helping clients protect assets from potential liability. A lot of physicians are concerned about that. We've got tax, of course, which is reducing taxes. Every doctor wants to hear about that. And my partners in CPA and tax, CPA, Carol Foos, with 30 years of experience, she handles that division. And then we've got investments, which again, isn't us managing the money. It is doing a review of what you have already. What are you paying in fees? A lot of doctors don't understand. What are you having tax turnover? Could you be more efficient? What investments don't you have that aren't in your portfolio that maybe we would suggest? What kind of risk are you taking versus your own risk tolerance or your spouse's? That's getting under the hood, doing the diagnostic. Same thing on the insurances. What do you have? What should you have? What's the gap there? Could you be doing better? And then there's the financial modeling, which is one of our certified financial planners, putting it all together in kind of a model to say, where are you trying to get to, whether it's retirement, other financial goals, and are you on track? And if not, what do you need to do to get on track? And if you are, that's great. And how can you improve even your situation? But having that kind of disciplined, scientific, iterative financial model is really important. So that's a bit of our disciplines. But what's the goal? The goal is for us to educate you, to us to build a long-term relationship. You can see we do what we say we're going to do, that we have the experience and expertise that you're hiring us for, and many clients become long-term, but they've started with that initial diagnostic, but that's what allows us to build a solid relationship. Hopefully some of this sounds of interest in any of the three divisions. If it does, I really encourage you to reach out. Again, we never charge for initial consult. Happy to do that even after hours if that's what makes sense. So we hope to hear from you, and we hope to chat soon. Thank you.